Okay, not to be shallow or anything, but if I'm being honest, sometimes I get really offended by the type of men that hit on me sometimes. Like,
to translate this into layman's terms, she's basically saying, I hate when ugly guys hit on me. For me, the greatest tip I can tell to you guys is to get good looking, build yourself up. Because a lot of girls actually think like this. As much as girls do not want to be shallow, if I read some of the comments to you, you will be sick and mortified by the amount of girls who actually agree with this statement. Women are just as superficial as men, and as guys, we can't live in this fairy tale that women are only attracted to guys with good personalities. Wake the fuck up, guys. Women clearly like the looks of a guy, but they're more likely to fall in love with the personality more than guys. Guys, we have to see to be attracted to, while girls, sometimes you can get away with being able to persuade her through your words and your actions. But most of the time, these girls are just as superficial as us guys. So you need to make them look at you in an attractive light. On OkCupid, there was a study done that showed that 80% of men are unattractive in a woman's gaze. So what that means is that in order to become even remotely attractive to these women, because a lot of them are delusional, you need to become a top 20% of men. You think to yourself, what do most guys not do that I can do to make myself stand out? And I'll give you a list right now. Most guys do not go to the gym. Most guys are not looking to improve themselves in a big way. Most guys are not thinking about their financial situation all that much. They'd rather live averagely than push forward. And most guys do not simply have the confidence to ask a girl out. Those are just some factors I've listed. There's probably way more out there. But you can do a lot of things to stand out as a guy compared to the other guys in the world. All these TikToks I've seen of these guys focusing on looks, they're not completely off. The only thing is they think looks is all. That's the only thing. If they take the knowledge they have on looks and they use that as well as work on other aspects of their life, then I would agree with these black pillars. But I do not agree with them because they think looks is the only factor. The world isn't black and white, so there's obviously going to be a lot of factors. But am I saying the halo effect is real? Hell yes. Pretty privilege is a thing, and that we need to understand. If you're ugly, I'm not saying it's completely over for you. I'm saying you need to make yourself attractive, or at least more attractive than you already are. A great example of this would be when you see an ugly girl versus when you see an attractive girl. If you see an ugly girl, you won't even notice her. You'll think, oh, she's ugly. And you'll treat her not as good as you would treat the attractive girl, because you want something out of the attractive girl. That's the same thing for girls. Girls are just as shallow as guys. And that's something you need to get into your head real quick. Girls are very, very, very similar to guys. It's just that we put them in this fantasy world where we think they're princesses and they're queens and they deserve this high, high standard. When in reality, they're just like you. They're equal to us. We are all created equal. That's something people need to understand. Stop putting these girls on a pedestal. Because we regard women so highly, then women like this come out and be like, oh, I get so offended when a certain type of guy approaches me. Like, what do you mean? You're basically saying you think you're better than everyone and that only certain guys should approach me, no one else should, because you're ugly and you shouldn't think you have a chance with any girl and you shouldn't be as confident as you are. They're basically hating on ugly guys for having confidence. But yeah, you'll see some of them be like, oh, confidence is all that matters. You go, king. But then videos like this show a lot of women's thinking and a lot of women's true nature. Psychology, people only show you what you want to see. If you want to see her being a good person and all the good traits of her, that's all that you'll see. But if you want to see more of the evil, bad traits of her, then that's all you'll see. So that's why I'm trying to be more in the middle, where I do understand where the woman's coming from, but sometimes I don't agree with it. Just because I understand doesn't mean I agree. So I'm trying to have more of an empathetic standpoint, where I see the guy's point of view, the girl's point of view. It's women like this that make me lose hope in the women of today, in the society of today. But I truly believe there are a few good women out in the world today. It's just gonna be hard to find them because there's a lot of women being brainwashed from watching TikToks like this and thinking the same mindset and gaining the similar mindset to them, even though they're probably nowhere as attractive and they shouldn't be as entitled as they are, but a lot of them are. Thank you guys so much for watching. If my videos actually leave an impact, please comment down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you want to. It helps me with the algorithm push my videos out. Thank you guys so much once again. Bye.